It's Madden NFL 24. And if it's in the game, it's in the game.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season as it'll be the Dragons of Tokyo taking on the Bisons of Anchorage. With my good friend Charles Davis in the booth, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and the moment has finally arrived, CD. It's time to begin a new NFL season.
Partner, there's no hiding my excitement as I got ready this morning. I could not wait to get here for this game. Imagine what it's like out there on the field for those players, though. OTAs, training camp, preseason has all led to this moment.
Now the kicker, that's Cameron Dicker, set to get us started. And off we go here in Anchorage. This taken in right around the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
We're seeing him.
They'll start the drive with a give to White. And a short pickup to about the 25. Well, for years we thought Seattle was the Pacific Northwest. Not anymore. NFL football has arrived here in Anchorage, and folks in these parts are understandably beyond excited to see just what the future holds. 12 yards there and a first down. Running out of the gun with White. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Richardson out of the shotgun. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So now we'll get a look at the other offensive unit as they come out for their first possession. They will be led out by the 6-foot lefty from Alabama. It's Tua Tagovailoa.
This week, such an important one for his entire offense, but for him especially. He wants to start this new season off strong. He's got big plans for this year. Wants it to be one where he finishes among the league's best while leading his team to the postseason. A strong opening week is a great start to that and can create momentum that carries over not just to next week, but the next few weeks as well. A rising tide raises all ships, and if he can start this season off strong, his offense will benefit.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Now Tua. That is caught. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. And they pick up the first down there with a gain of 4. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 7. Here's Tua. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 11 yards there, first down. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. Down inside the 40. From the 39-yard line, here comes second down at 6. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A first down there on a pickup of 25. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here.
And how long do you think that they actually have been plotting this drive? I'm talking about the coaching staff, right? They've been thinking about this for a while now, and I think they're executing it even better than what they expected.
A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Tua's throw taken in by Ridley here.
So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that's going to bring up second down.
A give up the middle to Singletary.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not giving up 6.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll make it 3-0 here in the first.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Has it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Richardson working from the gun. Working the middle here. That's complete to Knox, the tight end.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now it's Richardson.
Over the middle, complete. That's White. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Now a 2nd and 6.
They will run with White out of the shotgun. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
3rd and 4. Richardson looking to throw.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
And now where will the side judge stop his walk? That's the question. He says it crossed out of bounds at about the 17-yard line.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. Now they'll start on the ground with Charbonnet.
And he goes across the 20 to the 22.
Arnold Ebiketie gets there for the stop. Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 22. Play action. Now it's Tua.
Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Tua going to throw. Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it.
Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards the play.
And the key number on that play, 3. 3rd play of the drive. third down, spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
To his throw, complete there to Johnson.
And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 3-0 after one on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback.
Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively.
They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Richardson.
In trouble, and he's taken down.
That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Here's White. They set up the screen.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the first down.
It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now.
The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Looking to pass. Tua. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner. And that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. 37 yards on the punt with no return.
And they will take over 1st and 10. Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively.
The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Here's Richardson to throw. And complete to Smith-Njigba. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Richardson to throw off play action. Got a man, that's Richie James. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one goes for 30 yards. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. Out right to Smith-Njigba. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. And Richardson yet again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
Step, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Aleem McNeil, what an effort to get in there and drop him. But he continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a
touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown, a 14-yard touchdown. And his guys have taken the lead. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. So that a 7-play, 80-yard drive. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Tokyo offense heads back out there now. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not have the balls go through goalposts.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. Now a 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. Catch made here by Campbell. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else, and now it's 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey, and he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where a quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively. And they'll have good field position here following the interception and a chance to build on their lead as they start with a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Richardson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Able
nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
And Richardson back to throw it.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
On second down, it's Richardson to throw it.
And he will take this one in for a touchdown.
Anthony Richardson
taking it in from 7 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Nothing like understanding where your escape patches are as a quarterback. Here he's looking, but he knows he doesn't want to force anything. So when nothing avails itself, he slips past the rushers, takes it right up the middle, and takes it into the end zone.
Lutz good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The drive there only spanning 3 plays.
And it was Anthony Richardson who took it into the end zone to finish things off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Tokyo set to go on offense once again. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
On second down, Tua.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
Now Tua.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And he'll take it just outside the 40.
Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively.
They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Excellent play there on third down. Give them 25 yards.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even third down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. Now Richardson.
That's complete to White. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be second down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Now 2nd and 3. Again, it's Richardson.
Rolling to his left. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week 1. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw this.
The football.
Well, it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You can't admire his willingness to sacrifice his body to try and pick up the first down, and I do. But let's face it, you know his coaches are going to warn him about diving or extending for a marker for this exact reason. So much easier to have the ball notch free when you're extended like that. So if you're going to dive, you got to make sure you secure the football, which he didn't.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here 1st and 10. Following the fumble recovery, here's Tua. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdes-Scantling. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Meanwhile, Tua's throw taken in by Ridley here. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It will be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And that is no good. He hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And they will remain 2 scores down as the difference holds at 11.
Yeah, it's been a disappointing first half for him, all things considered. And this can serve as the capper. It's a missed field goal in the late going, and that's only going to serve to lessen the mood even further.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half. On 2nd down, they'll run with White. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16 games here to start the new season. So let's take our first trip around the NFL. And then lastly, on Monday Night Football, those fans will be riled up as it'll be a good matchup between their guys and what equates to be a very tough opponent. We saw a strong first half out of the mobile quarterback, Anthony Richardson. He had a touchdown both in the air and on the ground to help push his guys into the lead at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. And this offense ready to go to begin this 3rd quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And that'll be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
On 3rd and long, it's Tagovailoa. He completes it to Ridley. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
Foul, unnecessary roughness, defense.
Now, I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Tua. And the catch made by Johnson. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. That's another gain of 15 on back-to-back plays. Tua now on 1st down. Shakes off the sag. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line. Call it no gain there, and they've got a ways to go now on 3rd down. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well-read defensively, and the key to any screenplay is space to work, and there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2. And it brings up 2nd down. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up.
While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. Richardson looking to throw.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Aleem McNeil
in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Richardson working from the gun.
And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they bring out their punter, standing right on his own 5-yard line. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
The Tokyo offense heads back out there now.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Holding offense.
So they cite the right guard this time with a holding penalty.
And so many different assignments you can have at that position, and sometimes you might just be a step too late and have to grab and hold on.
On the handoff, it's Singletary. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line.
A hole to dig out of here, 2nd and 17.
They'll toss this right side to Singletary. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Well, the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
And that'll bring up 4th down on a big sack with a loss of 5. On now is the punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
Out comes Anchorage to take over offensively.
This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5.
They go with White on the counter, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Richardson. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now a give up the middle. This is White, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
It was Tyus Bowser that time who made the play on the defensive side. Second down, here's Richardson. Left side, he finds Smith and Jigba.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, it's Richardson. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the 3rd down conversion.
First and 10. Here's Richardson with it.
Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and it's 2nd down.
And Richardson looks to throw once more. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Off play action. Richardson.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen, but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a lead, and thus far, it hasn't happened. Time's winding down. They don't want to waste this type of performance from these ace pass rushers.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this will be out of bounds. Now it's a question of where they'll mark it. And they'll say it crosses at the 11-yard line.
The Tokyo offense heads back out there now.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Looking to pass. Tua. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A big play there on the catch and run. 65 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. On the give, this is Singletary. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
2nd down and 4.
it's brought down. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose...
And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Zach Charbonnet. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Dragons have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
The two are going to try and throw for it.
And this is caught. So they took a chance, but they are back within a single point here in the 4th.
Well, I guess the coach looked at the 2-point cheat sheet, said go for it, get it to a 3-point game, and they did it.
Yeah, and sometimes you just throw out time of game. You don't worry about that. There's just a feel sometimes in making that call, and he felt good about what he had for a 2-point conversion, and now they're only down 3 and feeling great about themselves.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Here's the Anchorage offense back out now.
They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it. Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
2nd and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
That incompletion certainly makes this upcoming 3rd down a little bit more crucial. They need to find the right play to convert here and maybe start to tamp down a little bit of the momentum the other side is starting to gain.
Back to the air with Richardson.
And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
Now that's a killer because you think you get it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a 1st down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looked like, you're exactly right. Looked like a for-sure stop on 3rd, and then the tables turned. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Little pitch and catch to the tight end, Knox. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Richardson.
Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3.
Here's Richardson to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10.
Again, it's Richardson.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31, and then the defense rallying quickly after that broken tackle. So 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions on this drive, and now they face a 3rd and 3 here. He got there. No. He's short by maybe a foot. Maybe. Call it 4th and inches. So a
big one coming now for Will Lutz. This to swell the lead to 6. The kick by Lutz is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down.
The Tokyo offense heads back out there now. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Tagovailoa to throw on second down here. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. Arnold Relocated coming in from that outside linebacker spot, and he buries him for a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun.
If they get a game-changing score on this drive, it's going to be because of plays like that. That run was pure heart. Took it himself, found a way to reset the downs, and advance the ball.
So it's our visitors with the football as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he'll be brought down at about the 42.
I know a lot of people won't like the draw called in that situation, but every now and then that pops big. In this case, it didn't happen.
Tua. That's caught by Johnson. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. Now Tua. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Now 2nd down and a few inches. Throwing Tua. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete.
Brandon's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Here's Tua. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. Here's 2nd and a yard. Tagovailoa. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Now the offense going to use the 1st of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. Here's 1st and goal. Tua to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute.
Now they can boot it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to hold up their end of the bargain.
And there's something that you've pointed out in numerous games that we've worked. Okay, the excitement's going on. Everyone's celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused, because they still have some work to do?
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down 18-17. A little over 40 seconds to go.
Richardson to throw it. Gets this complete to Smith and Jigba.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
Here's Richardson. That's taken in by Knox.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Richardson finds White.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Here's second down and 3. Now Richardson.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter.
A CD, always a little extra excitement for week 1, and one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between week 1 and week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for Anchorage,
a win's a win as they eke out the 2-point victory to take the season opener. And they'll get to stay home again next week.
Meanwhile for Tokyo,
they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.